Hey, what's up everyone? Bit me some back with another Hbar video. So currently right now I'm on the Hedera Hashgraph 4-hour time frame. Okay, so in today's video I just want to explain a few things. We got a few charts that we're going to be looking at. This one is just pretty much a support line is what I was kind of just keeping an eye on. Once we break this line, then we're going to probably come underneath it, or if we stay above it, type of thing. So that's what I'm using that one for. This one was just my price where my entries were at. I have an entry right here and I have an entry right here, and these are my few other entries that I have below in case it comes down. But for the most part, we're already in the profit with these two. This chart right here is just a bearish flag that's forming. So we just want to look at this bearish flag. We did break it right here, so we'll look into that. This chart right here was just I pretty much just made it to be more of a visual, just to let some people know, make it a little easier, which each color pretty much determines is the new section we need to break to see the next one. So we break that one, then we break this one, and now we're in this one. So yeah, and then we actually broke into this very top one, and this top one is the main one we have to break. If we could break this one, then it's newer higher pricing after that. But this is the main resistance right here. This is the major one. If we could, like I said, if we could break this one, then we could be seeing all-time highs type of thing. We're on that track. All right, and then I have this chart just letting me know April 2nd is going to be the finishing, just so you guys know, a little heads up. April 2nd, I believe, or April 1st will be the last day of this trend. So if we're going to keep going up, then April 1st is around probably going to be the last day, if not April 2nd. So that'll be the end of that trend, I believe. So just keep an eye out on that. And I have this other chart just letting me know pretty much the tops and things like that. We did reach all the way up here. It looks, let me see, previously we did have some wicks in there, so we did nothing really closed in there, but we had wicks, as you can see from previous over here. This line just goes straight down to this one. So that's why I say it's about, I don't think that was probably the highest we might go. But like I was saying, is that we'll go higher if we could break this price right here. And this price is coming in around 23. So if we could break around 23, I think that's when we start seeing more of a bullish run. Alrighty. And I just want to give a few quick shout outs. I just want to say we hit 58 subscribers, which is awesome. I appreciate you guys. Our goal was 60 subscribers. We almost are there. So if 2 more lucky subscribers could hit that subscribe button for us, it will really help out. And I appreciate everybody subscribing and liking and watching to the very end, and also leaving comments. I appreciate it. I read everything and I always look. So I just want to say thank you guys. And I also want to say Chris channel commented watching from the Philippines, and we love Cardano ADA here. Hey Chris, I appreciate the comment. Thank you for subscribing and also for leaving a comment. And we love Cardano also here in the United States. So I appreciate you watching from the Philippines, and I'll be here every day making these videos, so don't miss a video. Alrighty, and like I said, thank you for the subscription. Yan, good day to all of you. Thank you, Bit. So yeah, Yan just wanted to give a good shout out to everybody, let you guys know you guys are all gonna have a good day. Alrighty. And also Jeff R replied when I had asked him about he asked me about which mic I got. I showed him what type of mic I got, and then he said it came in today. So Jeff R, congratulations on getting that new microphone, and I will see you, or I will hopefully see some of your videos so I can hear them. And D Shriner, it's pumping now. Yes, it is pumping. It actually hasn't let up since you commented that 9 hours ago. We've actually just been holding strong. And then Raymond Johnston Just keep buying. Hbar is a coin that never drops under 19 cents and will bounce around the 25-cent mark. Hold long term, you will not regret it. If you research it, that will be the only thing you invest in. Thanks, Raymond, for that information. And I agree with you. I just gonna keep accumulating Hbar and just keep going. Thank you. And we also had another subscriber, Jay Bird. I appreciate you, Jay Bird. Thank you for subscribing. And we have Daniel Farrell commented, "You the man." I appreciate that, Daniel, and I will see you every day with these videos, so don't miss one. Alrighty, so let's just jump right into this charting. Let's see what I can find. Yeah, like I was saying with this chart right here, is that if you notice, we're getting perfect resistance right here on this line, which means in this area we have a lot of people buying. So we have a lot of buyers just waiting right here because they notice this pump that's happening. Every time we get a drop, boom, there's buyers. Boom, there's buyers. Boom, there's buyers. So like I said, you can tell there's a lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So it's like a staircase. So what we're doing is just going up the staircase right now. And like I said, it could just keep following this trend line. The highest we got looked like we got up to about 22.83. The long wick lets me know this is where all the sellers are at. So that did let me know there was a lot of selling action. And like I was saying, we need to break above 23 in order to see these new higher highs and stuff. So if we could break past this 23 mark, we'll definitely start seeing some better pricing. So yeah, so this one, like I said, I just want to make sure we stay above this. It's like a supply and demand X. So pretty much the demand was going up, but now I believe that this will be the supply. So the supply is actually going down now because not as many people are buying it. But yeah, so that, like I said, that's just what I want to stay above. So that's for that one. This was my price chart. If anybody missed it in a previous video, I did make a price chart just letting you guys know my entries on this next Hbar move. We did move away from a lot of my entries, so it doesn't look like some of them are going to get hit. But the thing is if you have a plan, stick to it. I'm not going to move these buy limits yet for the reason that this move isn't over. I mean, we could still go higher. This is also why when I had said when the current pricing was right here at the 21.36 mark, I was saying I put my first buy limit there where the current price was at for this exact reason, in case I missed this pump. I didn't want to wait until this line right here and think, oh, I'm just going to wait till it comes down. I didn't want to do that because I put one right there. So if it were to come down, I'll just put another one there and it'll bring my average lower. And then same thing with here. I'll bring it, buy another one, it'll bring my average lower. Buy another one, it'll bring my average lower. So that's why I was saying is that if you have not a feeling, don't go off of feelings, go off of actual factual information like charts. So like I was saying, after reading these charts and stuff and re-listening to the video, one thing I do is I listen to my own video about 2 or 3 times because for some reason, even though I'm the one saying it, later on when I re-watch it and re-listen, I understand what I was talking about. So when I say something I might have went over my head the first time watching it, I re-listen and I hear it. So it kind of clicks in my head. So that's why like right now is my current thought. So when I rewatch the video later on, I kind of could like dissect what I was thinking about so I can understand exactly where my head was at the time. So that's why. But yeah, so like I said, these were just my current price. That's why it was important. Like I said, I put one here because of the way, look, we got a lower high, lower high, lower high. So we were actually just moving up the ladder. So like I said, once we got this little bit of bounce right there, I said I'm going in with at least one buy limit just in case it moves up. If we were coming down and then we maybe hit this target, I would have probably waited to see if we kept coming down. But it's the type, like I said, the last time it reminded me of a movement like this was when we were hitting that 69,000, which was every single time we went up, I was like, oh, it's coming down. Nope, didn't go up. And then went up again. It's like every single time, all right, this is the top. Nope. All right, this is the top. Nope, this is the top. It's just like, it's just pumping right now. So that's what I'm saying. It's like every single time I see something, I'm like, oh, it's to the top. Nope, it wasn't the top. But yeah, that's why I say I get one in as soon as possible. So for people who missed those opportunities, I would wait till we hit, like I said, this was a good point to buy because that was like a support. So like I said, you don't want to buy up here. That's a resistance. You want to buy down here, somewhere down here. But that's why I say though, if I get one in, no matter what, if it goes up, I'm in the profit already. But if it goes down, then I could buy more, which was a good thing. So that's why I say it's like you have 4 buy limits because you almost want it to keep coming down. If it keeps coming down, then you're just going to buy more. And then, so that's why I say it's like if you go in all at once, you either, like I said, if I would have went all in, I would have been super in profit right now. But then I also could have been super in negative right now. So it's just, you never know. So that's why you play it on the safe side and put 25%. That way you can put another 25 if it comes down. So yeah, so I'm glad I got in yesterday, and I put in another one. So I put in one at 21.36, and then I started noticing, I was like, it's not coming down. So I put another one in at 21.55. So these are my 2 buy limits so far, and I'm technically in profit already. 3, almost 4%. So that's not bad. The way I think about it is if you could get 10% 10 times, you double your money. So 10 solid moves for 10%, or even 20 moves for 5%, you'll double your money. So like I said, it feels like it happens every 1 to 2 or 1 to 2 to 3 days. It happens. But yeah, all right, so let me just check this chart right here was just a pretty much pretty much the bullish flag that we were in. Same thing as the other one. This one just doesn't have the price targets. But yeah, so this is where we're at. And like I said, we have to stay above this white line right here. If we stay above this white line, and its current price right now, 22.14. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a crypto alert for 22.10. If my alert goes off for 22.10, that's going to let me know that we're coming down. But if I don't get an alert, then that lets me know we're moving up. So yeah, that's the key point we need to stay above. So yeah, so also what I was saying about this chart was just a visual. Like I said, we need to break out of this box up here to start seeing new targets. But like I said, we're working our way up, so I don't put it past. Like I said, if we could break this 23 mark, oh, we're into the money. So yeah, so like I said, April 2nd is, I believe, this next. It's gonna be pretty much the ending of this pattern. So this is why I'm thinking right now might not be the best time to sell, because I think we might. And this is not financial advice, this is personal opinion. This is just how I'm thinking. So since I have this date of April 2nd, what this is going to tell me is no matter what's going to happen, wherever we are, April 1st to April 2nd is going to be the ending of this trend. So if this trend were to keep coming up, April 1st to April 2nd is going to be the last day. And then after that, it's going to make a new trend. And I don't know what the trend is going to be just yet. But from my knowledge of what I chart is that this blue line is the start. And because we landed green on it, that lets me know we're going to be working our way up until this next line. And this next line opens up technically April 1st around 3 to 5 p.m. So I'm thinking April 1st is going to be the last day of this trend. So wherever we're at with this trend, and I think too is that if we happen to come down, I think April 1st or April 2nd, we're going to at least come back up to this area. So if we're happen to be underneath this white line right here, no matter where we're at, we're going to pump back up to this white line. We're going to stay above this white line, but also, so like I said, we're going to stay above this white line up until this candle. So like I said, no matter where we're at, we're going to stay above this white line. And I'm thinking if we stay above it, April 1st or April 2nd will be the last day of that trend. So keep an eye out for that. I will make another video about that. So yeah, that's just for you guys. Only you guys are getting that chart. All right, so this was the chart I made, just pretty much let me know the tops and stuff. So like I was saying is that this top right here is the next major support. So if we can't break this little section right here, then this is where we're gonna see we're not gonna see any more higher pricing, because like I said, this is the line up here. We were having trouble breaking it. If you notice, oh, we did break it over here, but once we broke it, like we still, like there's not many candles. There's a lot of movement in these areas. In this gray area, I don't really see, like if you notice, it's hard to see, it's a little small, but if you notice in this area, we have a lot of candles. In these ones, there's just like one giant wick. So what that tells me is that that's where like the big pumps happen. So like I said, once we hit this line, we just break through it. We don't get choppy in between it, like this area, like a little choppy. Like I said, when we break through that area, it's just straight breaking through it. There's nothing holding it. So that's why I'm thinking there's a lot of sellers in that area. So if there's a lot of sellers in that area, it's going to be hard to break above that. But like I said, we need to stay above this line also. Like I said, there's this line right here that we need to stay above for sure. And then we could at least, like I said, we have to close above this line also to start moving up this way. Because if we come back down, we could, like I said, come in this box or something like that. And if you notice, this trend line is coming over here. So I mean, that's where we could hit a bounce or break. So I'll just watch out for that. Let's check the excuse me. Let's check the RSI. Okay, so the stock is at the top. I wouldn't, like I was saying in previous videos, when a stock is up here, you don't want to go short, because the higher, like I know there's a misconception about oversold and then the bottom is, or overbought is the top and the bottom is oversold, meaning this is, once we hit the top means we're going to reverse. No, that's not what it means. It doesn't mean reversal if we're at the top. What this high stock does, it tells us that we have a strong uptrend. So it would be dumb to go against the strong uptrend. If we're down here and we're at the stock, this is a good time to go long, because we have a weak downtrend. Oh, I'm sorry. If we're on the down, you don't want to go long, because we're stronger to the downside. If we're here in the middle, it's a little bit, you can, like I said, you can go with that. But if we're at the top, that lets you know how strong our trend is. So you don't want to go against the trend. You rather you start going against it when it, like I said, overbought and oversold doesn't mean reversal. It just means how strong we are. So we're strong at the top right now, which tells me most likely we're not going to come down because of how strong we are to the upside. And check the RSI also. And if you notice the RSI, we're just killing it right now with this uptrend. So And like I said, same thing with RSI. If we're way up here, that doesn't mean reversal. It just means how strong we are. So we're fairly strong up to the top. On the upside of this 50 line, here's another secret. If anybody made it this far, the reason why I put the 50 line right here is because above the 50, we're an uptrend. Below the 50, we're a downtrend. So that's a little secret for people who don't know. So technically we're above it, we're on an uptrend, and we're strong to the uptrend. So I'm thinking we still got more room to the upside, or at least consolidating left and right. So like I said, this MACD is just floating up here. It's like a kite just taking off. But yeah, so that's kind of what I got right now. Let me give a few price targets, and then that'll be it. So yeah, so current price right now is 22.22. So we need to stay above 22.20 to 22.15 to stay on this uptrend. And I'm thinking, like, you see that megaphone? It looks like a megaphone kind of. Usually when I see megaphones this way and opening and getting bigger, it lets me know we're going up. But that's just it's not for sure, but it's just the way I kind of notice things. So yeah, so let me give you a free price target. So if we're gonna move down, we have to stay above 22.15. Then we have to stay above 22.05. Then we have to stay above 21.81. Then we have to break 21.37 to keep coming down. If we're gonna keep moving up, we need to break 22.24, or sorry, no, we're at 22.24. We need to break 22.39, 22.55, and 22.82 to start seeing higher pricing. So let's just look into that. And I appreciate everybody watching. Like and subscribe. If this video could get 10 likes again, I'll make a second video like I did last night. So appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.